We're Denihilist, and this is our little crazy story we had while touring.
We were in Hamden, Connecticut, playing a show, and it was cold as fuck. It was like 35 degrees outside. And we had just played, and we were loading up the van, and we went to move it, and he turned it on, and it was making a really, really weird noise from the engine. I was like, that's not right. So I opened up the hood, and I saw that something was kind of hanging off towards our belt. So I stuck my hand in there to kind of try to see if I could put the belt back up where it was, and a tensioner on our engine completely snapped off in my hand. And this is a bolt that's like this thick. It just broke in my hands. So that's how close we were to leaving, and this happened while we were driving. So
basically, right after that, it happened too late. We couldn't get a tow, couldn't call a place, so we just decided that we were gonna have to hunker down in this parking lot until morning, order pizza, whatever. So basically what happened after that, me and him are sitting in the car trying to figure out a plan, trying to figure out who we should call and what we should do. And as we're sitting there, one of the dudes in one of the other bands at the show, as he's pulling out in his brand new Jeep, literally sideswiped us. As we're sitting there.
I was sitting right here. I literally looked out the window to someone with their bumper sitting on the van right here. And he was just looking at me like...
And once he did it, he didn't just stop. He continued to back up and to continue to just grind as he went.
Oh my God.
So me, I get out of the van because I'm like, oh my God, we just had this happen. Now somebody hit us. And basically we're just like, well, this thing's a piece of shit. He didn't break anything detrimental. And right before that, actually, he bought some merch and then tipped us like an extra like $25 or something like that because everybody found out like right after we played that our van broke down. So we were fortunate enough that people were actually like being cool and coming up to us and like giving us like, you know, a little bit of what they could to help us get our van fixed. And sure as shit, the very next morning we had a guy come out. We actually called like 3-4 different places, and we called a Ford dealership first. And when we called them, they were like, yeah, fix is gonna cost no less than like $400 or $500. And it was like the first, I don't know, 3 to 5 days of tour, so we hadn't generated much money at the time, so that was literally gonna dry us clean. We went ahead, we called this mom and pop shop. They actually drove out to us to like give us an exact like rough estimate. Came out, told us it'd only be like 150 bucks. We called AAA, we got AAA there, and they were super amazing people. They actually fed us while we were there, started giving us Wi-Fi passwords, and then even some other lady that was getting her car fixed there, once she got fixed, she actually drove us to a Starbucks. And then even after that, Chipotle gave us like half off of our food because we told them that we were in a band and that we were broke, and they were just cool. So it was actually a really fortunate day, and we actually ran into a lot of good people, regardless of the unfortunate situation with our van. But we got back on the road, and now we're 3 days away from finishing the tour, so it's been pretty awesome.